Hi everyone, it's Tatiana from Tatiana's Everyday Food and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make coconut macaroons dipped into chocolate, and I absolutely love this recipe. It's really simple to put together and it calls for sweetened condensed milk. So this recipe is going to kick off my cookie recipe mini series. Make sure to subscribe and you'll get updates every time I post a new recipe. I'll be sharing all my favorite cookie recipes with you guys. And now let's get started on our recipe. So today I'm actually going to be using about 4 cups of unsweetened shaved coconut. Now if you want your recipe to be a little bit sweeter, you can use sweetened coconut flakes. In this case, I think the sweetened condensed milk adds just the right amount of sweetness. And now we can start on the first part of our cookies. I'm going to place my 4 cups of unsweetened coconut flakes into a bowl, and we're going to add 1 cup of sweetened condensed milk right on top. We're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And we're going to add just a pinch of salt, and this is going to add a little bit of flavor to our cookies. Now we're going to take a spatula and just stir until all our coconut is nicely covered. Next, I'm going to add 3 large egg whites into my mixer bowl. I'm going to whisk these on high speed until soft peaks form. I'm going to bring over my whisked egg whites to my coconut. I'm going to add a little bit at a time. At this point, you want to fold everything together like very, very gently. You want to make sure the egg white stays really light and fluffy, and that's the secret to making great coconut macaroon cookies. Once you have your cookie batter assembled, now it's time to shape our cookies. So I have a baking sheet lined with some parchment paper. We're gonna drop large spoonfuls, and you can make them as small or as little as you want, onto our parchment paper. And then these are gonna go into our preheated oven. So I like my macaroons a little bit bigger, and I like them to be like nice and round and puffy. So you can really make them any way you want. Now I'm going to place my cookie sheet into my preheated oven, and we're going to bake them for about 25 to 30 minutes until all the edges are nice golden brown color. And again, if you think that your cookies are baking too quickly, if they're turning, too dark, just turn your oven temperature down. Once you take your cookies out of the oven, just let them cool on the parchment paper. And what I did here is I just transferred that to a cooling rack so they cool a little bit faster. And now you can garnish them with the chocolate, and you could do this while they're still warm. And I absolutely love how these came out. You can see they hold their shape very nicely. They're light and fluffy. So I melted some chocolate here in my bowl. I have about 2 cups of chocolate. And I just use the microwave for melting my chocolate. I just set it to about 50% and just stir it every 30, 45 seconds. And if you want it to be extra smooth, you can add a touch of shortening. So we're gonna take our cookies and we're gonna just dip them into our chocolate. And I dip them about halfway. And then you wanna tap off all the excess chocolate. You want just a nice thin layer of chocolate. Just tap against the bowl. Scrape any excess off the bottom, and we're going to set them onto some parchment paper, and we're going to let them set here completely. And these look so elegant. I absolutely love this. So another option, you can also just put the chocolate into a piping bag and just drizzle it over the top, and that's going to look fantastic as well. And now our cookies are all done. And if you are dipping some of them into chocolate, just let them stand at room temperature until that chocolate is completely set. And if you're in a rush, you can place them into the refrigerator just until they're set, and then store them in an airtight container for a few days. And now it's time to give these a try. I'm actually gonna give one a try that isn't covered in chocolate. Break a little piece off for myself. These are so good. Absolutely delicious. It's just so good. Just the right amount of sweetness from the sweetened condensed milk. And I love the larger chunks of coconut flakes. I think that adds like the perfect texture to these coconut macaroon cookies. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video recipe. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and enjoy my cookie mini series.